So today I'm going to teach you guys how to make creme brulee for two. This is such a simple recipe. It really only takes 4 ingredients and hopefully you'll have them already in your kitchen pantry. So first you're going to start off with 2 egg yolks. So you're going to take 2 eggs and you're just going to separate them. And I just kind of like to move them back and forth between the shells. And then I place the yolks off to another bowl. You just want to do this to another egg. And you can save the egg whites for something else, make meringue cookies or something. So once you have them separated, you're just going to add a 1/4 cup of white sugar to your 2 egg yolks, and you're going to whisk them by hand, or you can use an electric mixer. And you're going to beat this until the egg yolks become a nice light pale color. And once you have that done, you're just going to go ahead and put 1 cup of heavy whipping cream in a pot, and you're just going to bring that to a simmer. You don't want it to boil, just to a simmer. Once it does, you're going to slowly add it to your bowl with your egg yolks and sugar, and you're going to slowly stream in the cream while whisking the bowl. This is going to ensure that you're not going to scramble the eggs as you pour the cream in here. This is called tempering. And once you have a good amount of the cream mixed in with the egg yolks, you can just dump the rest of the cream into the bowl and whisk that thoroughly. You're going to get a lot of air bubbles from whisking, and these air bubbles unfortunately just don't go away on their own. So we're gonna get rid of them manually. But first you just want to go ahead and add about a teaspoon of vanilla. You can also use vanilla beans if you have them available. And you're just going to whisk that in there. And now comes the part where you have to remove the air bubbles. Just go ahead and grab a spoon. No fancy tools here, but just any kitchen spoon, and then you're just going to skim off the top until you don't have any more bubbles. So once you have most of the bubbles out, you should be fine at this point. Now go ahead and get 2 ramekins. These are 2 4-ounce ramekins, and I place them in a casserole dish with a dish towel underneath them to stop them from wobbling. But I'm just ladling even amounts of my mixture into each ramekin. And you should have just enough mixture to fill both ramekins completely. Once you have them filled, you're going to go ahead and get some boiling hot water, just regular tap water, and you're going to pour the tap water into the casserole dish that your ramekins are sitting in. You don't want the water to get in your ramekins, just around the ramekins, about halfway up. Okay, now you're going to pop this into a 300-degree oven and bake that off for 40 minutes until the custard is set. And then you're just going to refrigerate that between 4 hours to overnight. Overnight is always best. So this one has already been baked and chilled, and I'm just taking about a tablespoon of plain white sugar and placing that over top, and I'm kind of just moving it around the top so all the sugar sticks to the surface, and I'm just going to dump out any of the excess that I don't want on the top. So I'm not pouring all of it out, but I'm just going to pour a good amount of it out and keep a good amount inside my ramekin. Now you're going to get a huge blowtorch like this. Just kidding. You don't have to use a big crazy one like this. You can just go buy a handheld torch from Bed Bath & Beyond. Pretty much anything that sells cookware. Even Target even has those mini torches. And then you're just going to run it across the top for just a couple seconds until it's nice and golden like so. And now listen for the surface that you want. Yep, hear that? And that is what you want to hear. And then you get to enjoy this. Custard should be cold with a nice, crunchy, sugary top. Hope you guys enjoyed this and try it out for yourself. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing if you have, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!